Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a very colorful and 1980s looking street rotor magazine from May 1988. It's the Sweet 16 anniversary issue, and check this out. She's holding the first street rotor magazine right there. I mean, the first issue. And there's a beautiful Mercury in the background. I have this shirt, a similar shirt, mine is red and white, but I'm too beefy, so it just hangs in my closet. And a beautiful chassis right there. Mark my words, guys. It's 2021 here. I don't know where you are, in which dimension or whatever, but mark my words, the whole build thing will be back. 1980s and 90s street rods will have a huge comeback. Trust me. I'm not the biggest fan, but like I love billet stuff. It's just so clean looking sometimes. I don't know. Here's what's going on. Stainless is forever, not always. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just check out that water pump. It's so smooth and clean. It's not polished. It has that brushed or like that walnut shell finish, you know. It just looks awesome. And those valve covers and that air filter. I'm not really the biggest fan of third brake lights, but this stuff is super cool. I'm not really happy, like the biggest fan of those, and those you see on every lowrider nowadays. But yeah, that stuff I hope comes back. And don't hate on me. So there we have some nice art, nice woody. Nice, kinda not okay. Not all the 90s and 80s stuff. Like, I don't care for independent front suspension, but other than that, just look at that roof. That's cool. Reminds me, there's a Hot Wheel. I don't know what it's called. It's something like Phaeton or Speed Phaeton or whatever, and you can take the roof off, and this has like a roof like this. That looks cool. Oh my god, see all that billet stuff. The mirrors, so cool. Genie shifter. I love those stacks. Well, very cool. And there we have the Sweet 16. So this was the very first, or whatever they started with, I think, with featuring beautiful 34. I love the wheel and tire combination and the chop. And it's so 70s that it's two-tone with fenders and pretty stock looking, except the chop and the rims. But that's pretty cool. I like this thing. I also like this little C-cap thing here. This is awesome. So cool. Of course, by Dan Woods. This thing is awesome. Then we have American Graffiti. I don't know why everybody loves Milner so much. This thing is pretty cool. We all know that thing. And we all know this. Which movie is it? The California Kid or whatever? With Charlie Sheen. Oh, no, Martin Sheen. Charlie Sheen's dad is the guy that comes into town looking for trouble. I think this is Hemi Powered, and I always like that. I have this in a European magazine, I think in a Swedish magazine, and like as a kid, and I was looking through it and I was thinking, man, that is so cool. It has like a Hemi, or is that someone, I think that's Don Khalid's car. It's not that one. I'm not sorry. But this thing is cool. I love the louvers and the dual windshield. Look at this. And this thing I just love. I love the paint. I love this thing. It's so awesome. Like everything about this is just attractive. This thing today looks timeless. Like this was from 88 and the thing, it looks exactly the same today, I think. And it just looks awesome. You could see that thing in the 60s even, and it will blow your mind. In the 70s it blew your mind. In the 80s it blew your mind. In the 90s it blows your mind. It's just amazing. It's just timeless. And it's built in the 80s, I think. So this thing, beautiful, simple. Now everybody knows this thing, and everybody knows Billy Gibbons. And this also reminds me of that Hot Wheel, and there was a little line, like a little Transformers, like those guys. They had a little line of hot rods in custom cars. There was a little, like a 40 Ford truck, and like a, I don't know what they were, like all like late 30s hot rods. And this one kind of looks like a Phaeton too, if I remember that right. I don't like painted steelies, but it's kind of the 80s look. It's cool. This thing would be cool on the, you know, lowered with nice hubcaps on it. So let's see what else. Weber Mania. What's your opinion on Webers? No matter if it's on a hot rod, no matter if it's on an American car or a European car or Japanese car. Do you like Webers? Do you like Solex? Do you like whatever, just Strombergs, Hollies? Do you prefer 94s over 97s, or do you just like the 48s that no one can afford? Or yeah, I don't know, let me know. That looks cool. Okay, the 39th annual Grand National Roadster Show. Almost looks like model cars, but it looks cool. All the candies. It almost looks like a 60s car show to me. Okay, if you look closer, it's definitely the 80s, but very cool. Those side scoops. Here we have Boyd's wife's 33 wheelers, which I always thought is a very cool car. I love the white, I love the interior, I love the wheels, I love everything about this thing. And of course, everybody would say nowadays, oh, this thing should be a gasser or whatever, but this thing was so, like at the time, so pretty. Wow, everything billet. That's a pretty nice car. I love the paint, the stripe. And by the way, sorry if you hear background noises. I usually try to record those videos super late, but like this time it's later than late, so it's super early in the morning and people already start to do their thing, whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. It's a Sunday when I record this, so no matter when you see this, or when it goes online. It's a Sunday. I usually do those on a weekend. So I just wonder, like, where you want to go so early? To church? Beautiful Willys. And nice buck, you know. And overall, a very cool garage. And look at this. That is pretty cool. That is really cool. It's a 41 Willys America sedan. When do you see this? Like, when was the last time seeing a Willys gasser being pulled by Willys? That's a pretty rare sight. If you want to screenshot this, this is your chance. So you can read through this stuff. Oh my god, the Cookie Man steel sedan. That's a nice car. I love the color. Again, like the 80s simplicity. I love the Nerf bars. Those are lightning bolts. Cool. I do like the interior. Yeah. Okay, California Street. Roadster grand opening. There we have Ed Roth in his Globetrotter. Was a Globe Hopper, sorry. Wow, lures on the headlights. Wow, Teenage Dream Machines. That's a nice poster you wanna put on your wall. Beautiful interior. This beautiful car. Would be way cooler if this thing would be Arden powered. Arden, I hope I say that right, or just a flatty would make that car so much more cool, I think, than the small block. Sorry, I'm just a Mr. Small Block hater. And this thing would be way cooler with white walls. Sorry, I know it's just like 13 minutes ago I said, oh, I hope the 80s come back. And this is so 80s, but like, yeah. Sometimes traditional over trend. That's an awesome Instagram account. Look at those taillights. Those are pretty. First time I see 1950s Lincoln taillights and think they are pretty. They fit this very well, but they don't fit that body very well, I think. You can pause this and read if you wanna. And you can pause this and read if you want to. There's what's going on in this thing. Yeah, horrible. I don't know if you can hear that, but we have like a traffic jam out there. So it's traffic. It sounds like the 405 or something. And I don't live anywhere close to the 405. Murphy's Law. That's a weird looking truck. What a weird looking truck. Just look at that grill. Crazy. And that's a GMC. I've never seen anything like this in my life before. Crazy. I don't know when did you see this thing before? Here you can pause and read if you want to read this. What a weird looking car, but it looks cool, you know. I've never seen a 37 GMC pickup in my life before. It almost reminds me, it could be like a I don't know, like almost like a Mopar or something weird, or like a Studebaker out of those years. I don't know, they always had like weird grills that just look different. Oh my god, look at that. I don't know if you can see that on your computer screen like this, but this is pink. This is just pink, and I love it. Beautiful. Center lines. Yeah, see, this then was all those tinted windows. I don't really know. And one-piece windshield without the wow, and it's Hemi powered. That's pretty cool. You can pause that if you want, because sorry, I have a cat who needs to come in. Come. Yeah, sorry guys, now in every video I have a cat that needs to come in. He looks like this and he needs to go in and out for some reason all the time. But that's what he's doing, I guess. Yeah, Hemi 57 Chrysler Hemi with 10-to-1 compression. This is pretty cool. Maybe I just skip back real quick again, even if we have that for a couple of minutes here. That looks pretty nice. With 4 carburetors. PAW. Buick V6. Ugh. They really had a Buick V6. Buick V6. Okay, wave crest. We got a couple of woodies. Here we got some beautiful model kits. One model kit. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, nice looking little tea bucket. This thing, that panel looks cool. This looks cool. Yeah, the Oldsmobile looks pretty cool. Nice lineup. $960. Jesus Maria. What kind of drivetrain? Okay, 84 Chevy truck engine. No, thank you. Okay, here's my question, because I know that the 80s already had a huge revival with like vintage speed parts and stuff like that, but if you were in the 80s, would you rather would have built like a traditional looking flathead for your Mercury or your whatever, or went out to get a small block out of a 84 truck? Like, why would you do that? I don't know. Okay, we almost made it through. You made it almost 20 minutes with me if you're still there. So thanks for watching. I hope you like this, and I hope you like my content and all that. I always liked that. This was always like, as a kid, I was like, wow, the colors, that's the coolest air filter of all time for a lowrider, for a 90s lowrider. And those engines just look so cool. And by the way, if you work for B&M, please bring parts for the hydro stick back for the Oldsmobile Hydromatic. Thank you. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more 80s and 90s content, or let me know what you want to see. Okay, have a nice night. Goodbye. See you in the next one. Bye.